Greetings everyone, my name is AbrahamRV, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. During the last part, I covered 4 Rz-Agro levels, so in this part, I'll be covering several levels that I'll find on the most popular queue. So let's start out with this one. The Forest Climb by Bobo9766, with 87 plays and a score of 33. As always, if you want one of your levels to be featured in a future part, please leave your level name and level ID either in the comment section below or direct message me on Twitter. Also, as always, the full disclaimer, this entire LP series is linked in the description below. Mega Buster only. We do have the Mega Man 6 charge shot as well as sliding though. So this is going to be a traditional level, where we need to climb up a tree. Seems that we're going to be entering from the water portion. We're getting assaulted by Yambos as well as those poles. And now we're in the tree itself. Well, I guess we'll be getting a special weapon here. I wonder if there's any secrets off to the side of this tree though. That'd be neat to see. And there's a leaf shield, so back down we go, and then we open up this pathway. Hopefully there isn't a bottomless pit over there, but knowing my luck, there is. Four blockies over there. Thankfully with the charge shot, they're really easy to deal with. Not to mention, with the leaf shield, I can easily just deal with all these enemies. I probably should be saving up my leaf shield energy for the boss fight, but probably Woodman is immune against his own weapon. And that was it, I guess. A pretty short level. Shorter than a traditional level. I wish the tree was a bit longer, but it was nice. Nice breezy level. And there's a bottomless pit over there. Okay then. No, there isn't a bottomless pit. That's actually invisible ground. There's probably spikes down there though, so I don't want to try it out. And he's rather weak against the Mega Buster, which means that this will be a lot easier as well. A nice tree climb, but like I mentioned, I'd like the stage to be a bit longer, at least 50% longer. It feels like it ends too soon. Still, it was decent, or at least nice. A par to almost par level. Second up is Puzzle Count the Enemies by AbrahamRV. 50 plays and a score of 20. So in this stage, I guess I need to count up all the enemies, and then go down a series of chutes or something. And it seems that this is going to be slightly longer than the previous stage. No boss though. It's been a while since I last heard the Bomb Man team in Mega Man Maker. It doesn't seem to be commonly utilized. I count 7. And using the count bombs in order to determine the number of enemies. Oh, okay, you actually have to memorize each individual enemy type. In that room there were 4 of those footholders. That's neat. And taking the wrong route either sends you back, or it kills you. This time we have 6 of those walker enemies and 5 screw bombers. So to the left path we go. A pretty neat quiz stage focusing on our observation skills. Probably isn't that difficult, and there's always a checkpoint after each room. I now realize that the previous stage didn't really have checkpoints outside of the boss fight though. Oh boy, we're gonna have different colored... It's gonna count each of the different colored octopus batteries differently. 5 red, 4 blue, 4 orange. I think it's 4. And I was right. Of course, we have no special weapon because this is just a quiz stage. Five red, 4 yellow. Simple stage concept, but I like it. Hmm. Eight red and I guess 6 orange. Well, it has to be 6 because we don't have an 8 number there. No checkpoint here, so I guess we're going to the boss fight or ending the level. 6? I think I'm making a mistake over here. Oh yeah, and I was right. If you fail the challenge, you're sent into a bed of spikes. Makes sense. Yeah, 6. Oh, wait a minute, the colors of those enemies are slightly different. There's a slightly different red-colored one. I think this is 4. Hopefully I'm right. Nope, that's the wrong one as well. I guess it's then 3, I'm probably misremembering the numbers. Yeah, I think it's 3 then. It's just that the colors are just slightly different there, and this is a bit different because now we have to remember 2 enemies simultaneously, or consecutively. Well, that's a bit odd over there on the left. And now we need to memorize the number of red ones, I believe. Oh, never mind, we're just out of this facility. A neat concept for a level. I will give it a thumbs up. No combat challenge at all, it's just focusing on our powers of observation. Third on the lineup is Stone Man Underground Base by JuJ1. 33 plays and a score of 7. Once again, I forgot to replace this music theme, though I like it more than the original one anyway. Okay then. Whole bunch of special weapons, well, at least 3 of them. That looked a bit suspicious to the left, but apparently it was for naught. Kind of a plain stage. There could have been 2 enemies placed on the left there. Well, this stage feels like a series of unrelated rooms with enemies. Well, not unrelated, but just a series of rooms, with no platforming challenges whatsoever outside that one jump there. Well, I see an M-tank there, but I don't think I need it. And I guess that's the end of the stage, a rather short one, where we need to fight Stone Man O. That's gonna be a slight problem, especially with not having any extra health. Okay, Firestorm seems to be his weakness. Though when he crumbles to dust or crumbles down to pebbles, using the time slow makes this a bit more difficult. So that was that, a rather bland level. I'm surprised it got on the most popular queue, but I guess it was done based off of its name, as it's a rather forgettable stage below par. It's not frustrating, it's just rather forgettable and nothing really distinguishes it. Forward up is Mega Man 1 Bombman stage, but it's an HD remake by Notepad hacker, 41 plays and a score of 19. HD remake? We don't have HD graphics here. We still have NES graphics. And of course, we have Mega Man 1 control scheme, or rather, we only have jumping and shooting. We do have all the special weapons, or at least most of them, from Mega Man 1. Only things we're missing here are the Hyper Bomb, which we can't have until we complete this level, of course, as well as the Super Arm, which we don't have at all, as well as the Magnet Beam, of course. And just like in Mega Man 1, we have to go through this corridor, or rather shaft, which is filled with enemies. So I'll quick reset over here. I have nothing more to say about this stage other than the fact that it's like a remake of the original Bombman stage. And just like the original Bombman, we can drop down over there. And just like before, his weakness is the Firestorm. It's a rather forgettable level, my apologies. I would like this stage to be remade a lot more. After all, this isn't really HD graphics. I suppose it got this high of a rating because of its name. Fifth on the lineup is Just Slide Into Those DMS by QWERAS85, 41 plays and a score of 17. A short level, it seems. Oil cider only, okay then. Whoa. Well, I wasn't expecting those, and oh goody. This is gonna be a problem. Never mind. I did that somehow. Well, I bypassed that segment, that's good. I get the feeling I'll need that, so let me stay on it. This time, try staying on it better. Of course, there are big fish enemies trying to crush me there, or stop me. Oh no. Now I understand. Assuming I survived though, because I'm out of health. Well, that was a short and neat stage, though it was a bit more challenging than what I expected. Though that was more due to my fault. Still, it was kind of forgettable if you were to ask me. It's more distinct than the previous stage, I'll give it that. Sixth on the lineup is Escape the Base CX version by IndigoTomas. 32 plays and a score of 5. I guess this is based off the ROM hack Rockman CX, which I never played though. Windstorm, Mega Buster, Item 1, Flash Stopper, Quick Boomerang, Leaf Shield. Mr. X. Okay then. Oh goody, a Galaxy Man teleporter maze. One of them should lead to the correct area, and that was a lot easier than what I expected it to be. Oh, of course, there's invisible ceiling spikes there. Good to know. Well, at least the stage isn't that long, but that's kind of a jerk move. And I guess that's the end of the level, though it wasn't really that tense, mainly because there was no sirens in the background, and there was no force beams forcing me to go fast. Time to fight hard, man. And he's immune against the Flash Stopper. His weakness is the Quick Boomerang though, that's good to know. So that was the end of Escape This Facility CX version. I think I'd appreciate it more if I actually played Rockman CX. I will do that in the future once I start LPing ROM hacks. Seventh on the lineup is Mega Man 1 Iceman Stage, but it's a HD remake revised by Notepad Hacker, 101 plays and a score of 33. So another stage by Notepad Hacker. Though judging by their previous work, this stage is going to be quite similar to the original level. Once again, I wish this was done in a custom engine and replaced all the graphics with HD ones. That would make this stage more unique. So we have most of the special weapons from Mega Man 1, well, half of them actually. Hyper Bomb, Thunder Beam, Rolling Cutter, but we're missing the Super Arm, Firestorm, and of course the Ice Slasher, which we will get after defeating Iceman originally. And Mega Man 1 control scheme, so only jumping and shooting. And of course, here's the Yokel Box segment. The rather infamous one. And I failed it because my controllers failed to input properly. And I failed it here because... And I failed it the first time because my controller inputs didn't register properly. The jump one specifically. That was made a lot easier because the Yokel Box spawned in a lot more rapidly. Not to mention I also have access to the magnet beam to make things a bit easier. And this pattern feels a lot more fair as well. Still gotta get a bit used to it though. Good checkpoint placement. Now I'm just waiting for the footholders to spawn over here. And of course, they're the original green ones that shoot at us. At least we have the magnet beam to make things a bit easier. And the physics aren't as crazy as they were back in Mega Man 1, specifically falling off of platforms. This stage feels rather almost the same as Iceman's original level, at least to me. It's been quite a few years since I last played Mega Man 1. That Yoku Block segment felt a lot more fair though. Still, ice physics managed to make my gameplay experience a bit harder in this stage, what with sliding into that big eye over there. Anyways, time to fight Iceman there, and what just happened there? That's definitely not right. I just saw a clone of Mega Man there. Well, I guess it was due to an engine glitch. That's definitely not intended to happen, especially because there's only one boss fight there. Well, that's one thing that makes this stage a bit more notable. I like this stage more than the previous one, but still, it's kind of eh. I would like there to be more changes from the original Iceman level. I do appreciate that the Yoku Block segment was made a lot more fair and easier, especially in sped up. Eighth on the lineup is Crystal Cave Jetride by JakestallW, 76 plays and a score of 33. So I guess this is going to be a Rush Jet stage. That looked awfully suspiciously left there, and I was right, Rush Jet and Mega Buster. I need to be careful here not to fall off of Rush, or get hit by the spikes there, oops. They kind of camouflaged in with the background. I would have liked more contrast there. At first I thought those spikes were part of the background. Oh goody, that flyboy is gonna follow me around. Nah, it just dissipated, good. Alright, we survived the first segment of this stage. I would like a checkpoint soon. And bypass that Crystal Joe there, thank you for the checkpoint. I will utilize it immediately. Still, at least this stage feels more unique than most of the stages I've played in this part. It's certainly more challenging than most of the levels, but it's a decent challenge, definitely suited for intermediate Mega Man players. I wish this part of the stage had less empty space, because this feels a lot easier than the first segment of the stage. Basically, we have a reverse difficulty curve, where the first and second sections of the stage were harder than the third and final one. Nonetheless, it's time to face the boss, Crashman. Oh, that's a bit different. We need to survive going to the right. Of course, Crashman can't hit us here, but we need to worry about all these shield attackers though. And I forgot we can despawn rush by going too low. Well, I needed some extra health anyway. I guess we're gonna end up dropping Crashman into the abyss below. I'm getting hit by every single shield attacker here, it seems. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Still, this was a fun level. I'd say it's currently my favorite level to part, although that isn't really saying much considering what it's competing against. Ninth on the lineup is Magnet Bubble by Breakman 2008, 46 plays and a score of 12. A bit of a medium to sort of medium stage, at least 20 screens long. Mega Man 3 control scheme, so no charge shot, but we have sliding. Mega Buster only as well. A lot of these blockies too. I see, this is gonna be a water level. Well, I kinda should have expected it based off of Dive Man's team. Thank you for the free M&E tank. Probably should have put spikes nearby to make this a bit of a challenge because it's a freebie. And I probably missed something to the right, the skull barrier. Oops. Hopefully that doesn't result in several problems later down the line. This stage seems to have a lot of boss doors. Oh boy, Yoku Block segment. One of these, and gosh, I took several risks doing that. I guess that's why the level designer gave us access to the skull bear if necessary. I guess this is where we fight Bubble Man, with these two magnets. And his weakness is of course the Metal Blade. So that was the stage, a stage that had a lot of boss shutters. Otherwise, it's also rather forgettable, unfortunately. Alright, moving on to the 10th and final level of this part. Bubble Man as a final boss, kind of, by Rz-Agro. 27 plays and a score of 9. I remember playing one of their stages before, and this is going to be a short one. So down we go. That was 5 screens of falling. No sliding, no charge shot. Bubbleman's up over there. We need to get up to him somehow and repeatedly do damage though. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult because we have all these fan fiends trying to blow us around. His weakness is the hard knuckle, making this a lot easier. Even with his occasional bubble attacks, they're not that difficult. Still, this is a neat concept though. Probably want to make a more difficult boss over there or put them there. I like the concept though, so I will give it a thumbs up. Otherwise, it's kind of bleh. Under par, but it feels like a concept that can be expanded further. Alright, I've covered the first 10 levels on the most popular queue, so I'll end off this part. My apologies if I didn't cover your level. If you want one of your levels to be featured and it was on the most popular queue, just direct message me on Twitter or post a comment, and I will cover it in a future viewer submitted level part. So out of the 10 levels I played in this part, my favorite level would definitely be Crystal Cave Jetride, although that isn't really saying much. And an honorable mention goes to Puzzle Count the Enemies, more for its concept. So in the next part, I'll either cover several viewer submitted levels or one rather longer one. Well then, thanks for watching and have a nice day. Toodles!